Things are kicking up a notch in Kalamazoo. Western Michigan hockey heading to the Frozen Four, their first appearance ever in the national semifinal. And joining us to talk about it, the head coach of the Broncos, Pat Ferschweiler. Coach, thank you for taking the time and congratulations.
Well, thanks for having me. Obviously, we're excited about the opportunity.
Now, making the Frozen Four, I mean, what is the general feeling around campus as you guys get ready to head to St. Louis? Because Western's had success in the past. You look at P.J. Fleck, they had the big bowl game run. But this, you have to think, is probably the biggest thing in sports that's happened on campus in quite a long time.
Well, there's no doubt. Obviously, we're extremely excited. We're extremely proud of what we've done this year. But we're not satisfied. We know we have 2 hockey games left and a chance to win the national championship.
And that is the ultimate goal, but you did win Coach of the Year. That was brought by College Hockey News. You're now the head coach, though, at your alma mater, and you are the guy to bring this team to a place it's never been. I mean, just how personal right now is this for you to bring this team to that place?
Well, once a Bronco, always a Bronco. So I'm a proud alum for sure. First, I'm a former captain here. I think this is a world-class university. I couldn't be more excited to lead them to places they've never been.
You guys have won 32 games this year, too. That's more than any other team in Division I hockey. I mean, is there a point in this season where you were like, okay, we could have a historic run here, or is that just something that's kind of always been there?
Done a great job of this year is keep a singular focus on being right here today, every day, 100% in, and focus just on our next game, one by one. But there was a moment early in the year, and oddly enough, it was in a loss to Boston College at Boston College. They were the #1 team in the country at the time, and we went out there, lost a heartbreaker extremely late in the game, about 40 seconds left. But that's, I think, when our belief grew and we knew we could play with anyone in the country. And I think that even though it was a loss, I think it infused confidence and belief into our players.
Well, it certainly helped out because look at where you are right now. But you bring up a tight game there, and you guys have really played in some tight games in the postseason, too. I mean, the last 3 games have been decided by just 1 goal, 2 double overtime games, too. I guess the question is, what has been able to separate your team whenever you get some close wins like that in crunch time of a season?
Well, 1, belief in ourselves. 2, belief in your teammates at all times. And then belief in what we're doing here. Everybody's all in on it. And then, we have a superstar freshman goaltender who makes the difference back there as well. So I think those things all combine into true belief in the team. And so when the moment gets big, everybody's still calm.
I know coaches don't look too much into the rankings at this point of the year, especially when there's only 4 teams left. But you are the #1 team in the country heading into the Frozen Four. You're the only 1 seed that is left in the NCAA tournament right now. Just how has this group, you mentioned day by day, but how have they been able to handle that pressure at a point in the season where everything just matters for a team?
Well, we're firm believers, and I preach this every day, that pressure can only be self-applied. Nerves are for the unprepared. I think we're as prepared as any group in the country. Our work and our daily investment in ourselves gives us great confidence.
Your team is #2 in scoring offense. Your opponent in the semifinals, Denver, they are #1. And these are 2 teams that just met a few weeks ago in that conference tournament final. What are you expecting this Frozen Four game to look like whenever you guys meet up?
Well, if you're a hockey fan, this is as good as it gets. #1 scoring team in the country against the #2 scoring team in the country. We're 5th in goals against, so we score a lot and give up a little. But here's what I know. Both rosters are fast. They're exciting. They're both loaded with future NHL players. So this is going to be one great college hockey game.
Good offense, but your team is top 6 in scoring offense, scoring defense, the power play, the PK. I mean, that is just balance across the board. But you and I were talking about this guy before the interview, Alex Bump, only a sophomore, though, 23 goals on the year. It is a team effort, but how much has he carried your team to this point of the season to where you've gotten?
Well, I think that you succeed at a high level, which we certainly have done all season. We've got a lot of very good, borderline great college hockey players, but Alex Bump is a college hockey superstar. His deception, his hockey IQ, his ability to make people miss, but also his tremendous compete and making every puck matter to him. He separates above. He's clearly our best player. We could not be more proud or excited to have him on our team, and he plays his best in biggest moments.
You mentioned at the start of the interview the 1 goal that this team has. Western Michigan has won national championships before, but that was in cross country in the 1960s, if my research serves me correctly. What would it mean to bring a national title back to campus?
Well, I think everything. And again, we're not going to distract ourselves with the second game. We got a tremendous first game, battle on our hands on Thursday. But we will stay focused on Thursday until we get to Saturday, and then we're going to go all in on Saturday. But I think it would mean the world to not only us here as a program, as a university, but certainly the Kalamazoo area, which we receive incredible support from year in and year out.
Coach Pat Ferschweiler, the head coach of Western Michigan, the Broncos heading to the Frozen Four for the first time. Appreciate your time and best of luck in that national semifinal.
Thanks for having me, and thank you.